I'm Shanadhi Yadav, your interview coach, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. You are watching session 4 of HR Journalist interview questions and series. And this is the final part. If you have not watched part 1 to 3, where we discuss questions 1 to 15, make sure to check those out. Links are in the description. Today we are covering questions 16 to 22. The final part, most critical phase of your interview. Let's dive in. And the question number 16 is, interviewer asks this question to understand your career ambition and see if you are a long-term fit for the company. The top 3 tips to keep in mind before answering to this question is, first, align your goals with the company's vision. Second, show growth, not just title change. Third, mention upskilling like certification, leadership, etc. So these are the tips. Frame your answer by keeping in mind these tips. And the sample answer for this question is, so like this you can answer to this question. And the next question of this series is, interviewer asks this question to assess your understanding of inclusivity and legal compliance in HR. The top 3 tips to keep in mind before answering to this question is, you have to give a clear definition. Second, link it to legal obligations like ADA or Equality Act. And the third tip is, share a real life example of if possible. Alright, those were the tips. Now let's use them to build our answer. Here is a sample response. So like this you can respond to this question. Now next question is, interviewer asks this question to assess your commitment to continue learning and staying current with HR laws and best practices. It shows whether you can adapt to evolving regulations and apply updates effectively in the workplace. HR laws changes frequently. They want to see your commitment to compliance and learning. The top 3 tips to keep in mind before answering to this question is, first, always mention sources like SHRM, newsletter, HR webinars. Second tip, include continuous learning like any courses you have adopted and seminar you are attending. Third, show how you apply updates in real time. Keep these tips in mind when framing your answer. Let's look at a sample answer now. So like this you can respond to this question. And the next question is, see, this is a very important question generally asked by the interviewer to evaluate candidates' emotional intelligence, legal knowledge and ability to manage tough conversation. The top 3 tips to keep in mind before answering to this question is, you have to show empathy and professionalism. Second, emphasize legal procedure and fairness. And tip 3, mention documentation and communication clarity. Based on these tips above, here is an example of how to respond. So like this you can respond to this question by this answer. And the next question is, in every interview, generally interviewer asks this question definitely. They want to know your unique value propositions and cultural fit. The top 3 tips to keep in mind before answering to this question is, first, match your strength to the job description. Second, share a specific achievement. Third, show passion and adaptability. So you have got the tips. Now let's bring them to life with a sample answer. So like this you can answer to this question. And the next question is, interviewer ask this question to ensure you are within their budget and assess your market awareness. The top 3 tips to keep in mind before answering to this question is, before answering to this question you have to research the market range beforehand. Second, provide a range, not a fixed figure. You have to give a range which is reasonable, and it should be in not in a fixed figure. Show flexibility and openness. So these are the suggested strategies. Applying them, the following is a sample answer is also. So this is the best way to answer this question. Now next question is, in every interview, not for the HR generalist role, in every position, interviewer asks this question to see if you are curious, prepared, and truly interested in the role. The top 3 tips to keep in mind before answering to this question. Ask about the team culture or growth path. Second, avoid questions you can Google. Third, ask 2 to 3 questions maximum. And I will also provide you some list of questions you can ask at the end of the interview. So, having reviewed the tips, let us proceed with the sample answer formulated accordingly. And that wraps up part 4 of HR Journalist interview series. I hope this helped you feel more confident and prepared. Don't forget to like, comment, and favorite tip below. And subscribe for more career content. Good luck with your next interview.